Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So it's not every day I have these three vehicles in my driveway. So I figured I would take the opportunity and do a video with all of them together, of course. I could easily make this a 30-minute video dissecting all the details of each of these vehicles, but I'm gonna try to keep it to the wave tops and just kind of highlight what I think are the biggest pros of each of them as we go through them here. So I'll try not to make this too long of a video, but I figured I can't not do a video for you guys and geek out with you. So of course, right here we had the 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. This is my sister's newly purchased, as you can tell, newly purchased Tacoma. It is her first Toyota and she is stoked to get it. She flew out here to Wyoming and we drove to pick it up together. So she's so excited and she absolutely loves it so far. So again, the color is Ice Cap, previously called Super White. You guys know I actually had a 2017 Super White Tacoma TRD Pro. That was my first TRD Pro, and that's where my love for the brand really started a few years ago. Here is my 2023 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. I have some BF Goodrich KO2s on it, 35-inch tires, and that's about it. Haven't done much more to that. Have a couple things in store, some tint, some e-board, Go Rhino e-boards coming on it soon, so stay tuned for more details on that, for more additions rather. Then of course, the old trusty 4-liter V6 over here, the 4Runner TRD Pro in my favorite color, Voodoo Blue. Absolutely love this. Out of all three of these here, if I had to pick one to drive for the rest of my life, yeah right, but if I had to pick one for the rest of my life, it would always be the 4Runner. I'm a huge advocate for that 4-liter V6 tied to that bulletproof 5-speed automatic transmission, that rugged body on frame design, made in Japan still. This really is the epitome of what Toyota has always set out to be, in my personal, very biased opinion. So this one's my favorite. The price tag right now, if you're get a brand new one, is anywhere from $53,000 to $56,000, depending on how you spec it exactly for a TRD Pro. So absolutely love it. This is my newest vehicle, of course, the 23 Tundra TRD Pro. You know, you guys know I didn't always love this truck. I've driven it a number of times for press vehicles, off-roaded it a number of times through Toyota events, and I never loved it because I am a Toyota fanboy, and if you are a Toyota enthusiast, you really have grown to appreciate simplicity, right? Simplicity and reliability. That's what it all boils down to, and you don't really have that with this. So this is a huge 180, a huge pivot for Toyota. So if you have been an enthusiast, I totally understand why you won't love this. But I try to be open-minded, and that's why I ended up purchasing it. And I tell you what, guys, I love it. I don't regret it whatsoever, having transitioned from my previous generation V8 Tundra TRD Pro to this. Absolutely love it. You just got to get used to it. It's just a whole new animal is what it is. So love this iForce Max twin turbo V6 hybrid. Incredible numbers, 437 horsepower, 583 foot-pounds of torque. So incredible numbers, incredible towing capacity. Payload capacity as well. Towing is 11,100 and just over that, and then the payload I think is 1,600 pounds. So phenomenal capability all around, but you just don't have that V8 growl anymore, right? This one here is due for a refresh, right? Same with the 4Runner, but I think we're going to see a refresh in 2024 of the new Tacoma. They'll likely go to a 4-cylinder turbo variant is what we're expecting, and there's pros and cons to that. You know, a lot of people, they're kind of indifferent on the power delivery of this with the 3.5-liter V6, naturally aspirated V6, super reliable, but when it's tied to that 6-speed automatic transmission, welcome to Wyoming, team. When it's tied to that 6-speed automatic transmission, you know, you can't help but feel like it's constantly hunting for gears. You know, I think they made attempts to improve that over the generation here, but I just don't think it's there. So that is one thing I always have preferred on the 4-liter V6 over here with the 5-speed automatic transmission. A lot more linear power delivery, I think, in my personal opinion. But the huge pro to this is I love the interior. I think it's a great balance of tech and simplicity. I think they do a great job, better than the 4Runner. And most importantly, you get this little thing back here. So the functionality, the utility of having a truck bed is bar none the most important thing for a lot of people. Just having that functionality, if you ever need to throw a lawnmower in the back of there, whatever it is, you can comfortably do so. So that is a reason enough to get the Tacoma over the 4Runner for a lot of people, and I totally understand and respect that. So each of the rigs here have the TRD tuned Fox suspension, which feels incredible when off-roading. I've had the opportunity to put these each through the paces in the northern Georgia mountains, and super grateful for that experience that Toyota invited me out for. So all of these are extremely capable. I think the 4Runner is the most confidence inspiring of the group here when you're off-road, followed by, of course, the Tacoma, being able to easily navigate the tighter trails given its smaller size. And the Tundra, of course, excellent as well, but it's just, you got to be a little more careful, and the turn radius is not as good, so you got to keep that in mind. And even that is not as good as the previous generation by a long shot, is what I'm trying to say. So you tell me which one you like from an aesthetic standpoint. So we'll walk slowly across the front grills here. I'll go down the side and we'll go slowly across the back, okay? So you tell me which of the front ends you prefer. This being the 2019, we don't have the Toyota Safety Sense just yet. In 2020, that was introduced. Go down the side here. I got a new neighbor. He's probably like, for the love of God, what is that guy doing? But talk about a timeless design. I love that. I don't know. It's going to be hard to improve that, I think. Same goes with the Tacoma. I've always really liked that design, the body lines of it. This is controversial, of course. I think Toyota went the extra mile to really keep up with the competition for this generation, though. And they put all on red, for sure. In 2022, we had a few additions. Excuse me, guys, I'm getting over a cold. In 2022, they changed to a TRD Pro embossed stamp in the bed here, whereas previously, you guys know, they had that badge right here, right? The TRD Pro badge. So they did away with that, added the emboss, and then made the Tacoma down here black badging. New wheels as well in 2022. I really like these. And that TRD upper control arm, which looks awesome, and a little bit of a lift up front, 1.5 inches over the previous year, the previous 2021, I should say. So that one is a 23 here. Huge fan of these wheels as well. New for the 2022 generation Tundra. Some digital camo on this one in the fender flares. Matte black, of course, on the Tacoma. But look at the body lines down the Tacoma. I think it looks incredible, and it always has. Your headlights. These new LED strip headlights came out in 2020, if I recall correctly. TRD written on this one, then Pro written on the other one over there. Toyota Safety Sense, here's your adaptive cruise control radar there. Topographical map, and your fake hood scoop, which I have grown to really love. That heritage Toyota font on each of the Pros here, which is great. So yeah, I mean, now we have a truck that's riddled with creature comforts and tech, which you could easily hate. You can hate that all day long, and I thought I would, honestly. But the more I drive it, the more I've been spoiled by it, and I really appreciate it. So I really have grown to love everything about this, minus the turning radius, really. The Tacoma here, my sister and I, we chatted for a while, back and forth. Should she get this one, the 2023, or should she wait for that 2024? The full redesign is what we're expecting at this point, to have that 4-cylinder turbocharged engine platform. So we went back and forth. I told her, in my honest opinion, I think that new power plant is going to be better. For sure it's going to be better, and I think the power delivery is going to feel better in that next one, tied to whatever transmission they put in it. But there's always goodness in getting the last model year of a generation. So if you can get the last model year of a generation, historically speaking, it is always a wise move. From a financial standpoint too, we're really being a leading cause. They tend to hold value the best. It tends to be the best version of that generation, of course, because they've ironed out all the kinks throughout the years of the generation. So we talked it through, and obviously she decided to pull the trigger on this one, and she's super pleased with it. This one here, I thought I was going to get totally crucified by you guys when I bought it, of course, and I kind of did. Maybe it was 75% supported the purchase, and the 25%, the V8 gang, beat me up, and rightfully so. So all good, I deserve that, guys. And then, trusty 4Runner here, you guys know I actually considered selling this. I posted a video saying I was going to sell it and had a bunch of people interested in paying my asking price. But after chatting with Mrs. Untamed, she talked me into keeping it. She knows how much I love that Voodoo Blue 4Runner, and she knows I will never get that again with that kind of mileage. So there you have it, guys. There's a wave top of each of these vehicles here. Absolutely love them. Like I said, I could really geek out through all the details for a long time, but want to do a wave top walk around and get your thoughts. Appreciate you watching as always. Until next time.